Shalom, birthday Hawa, birthday Awashai, birthday Hawa, birthday Awashai, call Allah and Wahawad. Allah Hay now, Yahweh Shem Al Shai, Bishop Kakadash. Giving double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, a great millstone who well. Peace and salutation to the elect. Shalom to the sincere Akim that follow this truth. With my diligence making their call and election sure. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners as well. And so, Shemal Mappa, brother Mappa from the Great Millstone Plaintables Camp, located here in Philadelphia. Just coming with this wee lesson. So, just a public service announcement. It's currently Wednesday, I believe, January the 18th. The time is flying so bad. It just seemed so fast. It just seemed like it was like the first, and then out of nowhere, it's currently the 18th. But yeah, Shalom. Well, just putting that the public service announcement that this page being Great Millstone Daily Bear 411 was struck about a week ago. I came on my page, I believe like I changed from one account to another account, one of the YouTube accounts, and ended up seeing the strike on an older video, which I believe the video was pertaining to Dwayne Wade's particular offspring. I'll say that because it's not it's apparently it's the claim or the accusation from YouTube was that I was cyberbullying or basically making harassing statements concerning I believe that topic about how I was titled about his son was sacrificed to Molech, or the individual was sacrificed unto Molech, and they struck the page, and it's not me myself. I try my best to the best of my ability to not have my page struck for the fact to just edify, but obviously man is made offender for a word in this captivity. So just, of course, giving the public a service announcement that at this current time, even though the page is reinstated, I didn't appeal the strike. I'm kind of I haven't sat and thought how I'm gonna appeal it, to try to remove that off of the page. I know it expires after, I think it says it expires in April, but I like to send an appeal to see if I can get it removed. But I'm no longer going to be uploading to this page at this current time. I'm just gonna go on my other page, which is GMS Truth 1. So if you are not subscribed to GMS Truth 1 and you type it just exactly how it is, GMS Truth 1, the icon is I believe the Scottish coat of arms, you'll see it. GMS Truth 1, if you're not subscribed to that actual page, the videos that I produce you won't see. Simple as that. I mean, it's just plain as that. It's due to my spirit, my decision due to spirit, just to build up that page, at this current time and such, and perhaps even make newer pages or such. I don't know. We'll see how it works out in the spirit. But you have to get on GMS Truth 1, okay? If you want to continue to be edified by the lessons. Simple as that. Actually, I prefer, like I say, to be, like I said, a person like me. I'm a person that I'm no obviously seeking any vain glory and stuff. So the decision, is kind of like going back to are more, because the page has, this page have over so-called 1,000 subscribers, and that page only have like 100 and like 63 or something of that sort. And I like I said, I just do the work just to, I like pretty much I just do the lesson and that's it. Like that's pretty much it. I don't sit there and be looking on comment boards all crazy and such, like seeing, oh, how's the performance of it. I just do the video. Simple as that. I try to answer questions if there is ones that pose, but for the most part, I just teach. The Lord just had me teach, and that's pretty much it. But I believe it's a good thing, and the Lord did speak about a famine of the word. Okay, which is, you read that in Amos, I think that's the 8th chapter and 11th verse, if I'm not mistaken, or 9. Let me see. Or 8 and 11. It says here. And if you're subscribed to the other page, you just have to, you can either let me know now here, or if you had difficulty or such, you can say yes or no if you want to. But I'll see basically on the other page if you're subscribed or not. But it's pretty much another filter. Amos chapter 8 and 11, it says, "Behold, the days come, said the Lord, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst of water, but of hearing the words of the Lord." And the scriptures speak about how faith cometh by hearing. So if you're not hearing the word of the Lord, your faith is not going to be built, okay? So it obviously is important that you get this word within you, all right? That you, for the time being, as the gates of mercy are open, where you can actually go and subscribe to a page and, have daily bread, living water, living words of the Lord be fed unto you, do us preaching, let's access it. Because it's coming a time in which this information is not going to be accessible, and it's coming very quick. There's different various talking points at Davos, which you have these various elite, ones elected or non-elected, mainly leaders within different companies and such. And hey, they're speaking about censorship and how, and punishing, those that speak against, obviously, the whole status quo of the image of the beast. Okay, the Roman system, the various philosophies in which it promotes, such as the various alphabet lifestyles, in which I got the strike for. The different inclusivity in which they want to promote. And you have the different lies, the covetousness, the greed, and the democracy, it's religion, of course, the idolatry, just to name some. Okay, they're going to make it where, hey, the time being, we're not going to be able to make these videos. And if we do make the video, we're going to be penalized. Simple as that. And that's going to come to time and that's going to bring a great sifting, a tautering within Yasha'Allah. And you're going to see who really the chosen are of the Lord. Okay, because those are that are going to be the children of the Lord. They're going to be locked out from society, being able to perform simple tasks, such as being able to purchase food or be able to purchase different items to do different things with our routine, such as put gasoline, or they want to even outlaw the use of and phase out the use of fossil fuels and make everything tracked via electric vehicles. Okay, with I forget what they call it. It basically with the batteries, the different EV electric vehicle batteries. They pretty much want to track, where you going and everything. They got it pretty much in real time. All of that stored. But I get the terms too, by the way. I'm gonna check on this comment board. I don't think anybody's saying nothing on this comment board. Yeah, ain't nobody saying nothing on there. But yeah. So there's going to be a famine of the word. All right. Like I'm pretty sure many of you didn't even know that the page was probably struck, right? And that's another thing. How can you know the page is struck and what's going on with me if I can't tell any individuals that happened, right? There was no way, unless if I got to another individual to tell them to promote that to the body that this page is being struck, right? Which the most way I could do that was I told my camp that my page was actually struck, okay? The page was struck and hey, that's it. But like I said, Yahweh Ratazah, things will be better, Because like I said, during this current time, I've been, striving, fighting just to do the work via doing live streams because I haven't had a computer in over, since October. Yeah, since October to be able to do lessons that are like on my digital SLR, like pre-recorded lessons and stuff like that, and pre-screen recorded lessons, things of that nature. I haven't been able to do, and that pretty much limits a lot of my productivity because a person like me, a lot of my videos, I prefer to read information and I like to show it and display it. Yeah, and it's just, a certain style I like to do things and such, and this is totally new to me and such. Using the cell phone, being, subject to how the cell phone works, etc. But yeah, they say, how Ratazah things improve, and I ultimately get the new Mac that I do need. But anyway, going on, it says, and they shall wander, this is Amos chapter 8 and 12, it says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north to the east, and they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Yahweh and shall not find it, because you're not going to find the prophets. Okay. It's going to be a hard to find the prophets because the hating of the prophets. All right. The hiding of the prophets. So, Shalom, you have this, Halal, blah. Yeah, how would the 777? All right. But yeah. And I'm gonna get this edify. All right, so this is the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. And this is, let's start at verse 1, the top. Y'all right, I'll just make this quick. I did one lesson on GMS Truth 1, by the way, so, it's on there. So this would be a second lesson. Just do the P.S.A. is a lesson in itself, through the spirit. So it's beyond just giving a public service announcement. It's a lesson in itself. It's a warning. This ain't for entertainment. Obviously, it's clearly not for entertainment. You had this chick on the screen, Chloe. Who do I find? Cleo Soul. Yeah, she's on the screen. Which, I believe, yeah, she's a Jake. I think her dad is a Benjamite, if I'm not mistaken. She is like foreigner. and her mom is like something else. But Jake probably thought, hey, we see a chick, with her butt belly exposed a bit and a small top. Might have watched the video, said, oh, let me check this out. This ain't obviously for the entertainment. But clearly, my lessons are to just edify. That's all. So this is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5:1. It says, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. So you shouldn't know of the times and the season. Okay? Be not ignorant. As the scriptures say in the book of Esdras, second Esdras, I think the 9th chapter, it tells you to measure the time diligently in itself. Okay? Which I'll just read that precept because it's important. Things are important. Some of these lessons could be like a going away because you never know at any day. Like I say, you have currently the Davos summit that's going on now, and like I say, censorship being, topics being led by MasterCard. I think a person that is actually the leader of MasterCard. They are the leading speakers. And that mean that money and censorship linked together. They're going to penalize you based on what you speak about. I was threatened it before already. Or really with liberty and such. And Salakia, is the screen actually frozen? Because I did change. I'm gonna check on the stream, but I think they might have they froze the screen or something. I don't know. I'm gonna check myself. Shalom, you can hear me? Shalom, you can hear me? All right. Yeah, it's like weird. When I was playing it back, when I was just playing back the audio and stuff, it sounded demonic. Like some fucking wind going on. But definitely the screen was frozen, so. But you can hear me, so that's fine. Yeah, brother put this precept from Revelation, the 15th chapter. That's an ultimate end goal game right there. So yeah, I don't know. That's Esau for you though. I think it should not. Yeah, it's still frozen. So I don't know, man. But we'll just, since you can hear me, that's all that matters. Because I mean, the thing is still anyway. It's not like I'm playing it as video. It's not like I'm playing. So anyway, what I was gonna read. This is the book of Esdras, second Esdras chapter 9. It says he answered me then and said, measure the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is in the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Yeah, he is hurt for sure. Me telling the people, Lord willing, to hopefully elect about the different things that's coming down the line from their government, or their as they want to call it, I think they want to talk about the new system, but I believe they're talking about something like the deglobalization or something like that. They want to title it under that, which is just nothing but the NWO. All right, simple as that. And they are globalizing everything and universalizing everything. Okay, simple as that. They play games on these pages, so I'll play a game with you. You thinking that just because a person get a bunch of subscribers that it matters. All that matters is the elect get the word and it's sealed. I'm just a vessel. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, in all humility. All right. So he's more used to persons seeking validation from individuals and stuff like that. All right. But yeah, and this is the end of your world, Esau. It's the end of the age. So anyway, going on. This is now 1 Thessalonians chapter 5:2. It says, "For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord cometh as a thief in the night." Right. Most individuals right now, they're more in tune to, okay, now we have these different various freedoms because different mandates have been lifted. Like, you have it that many people, it's no longer mandatory to, like, say, like some person like me, I had a job in which, or have a job in which most individuals had to take a Sharrat, different dosages of the Sharrat to be able to continue employment there. Instead, of course, I was granted a exemption, religious exemption. Well, most individuals, they were comfortable, and all right, well, I could keep going. Like, they forgot that they took the Sharrat, and that comes with a consequence in itself. And we're seeing different consequences from the Sharrat with, different people being deleted. Okay. And we're going to continue to see the judgment of the people that took the Sharrat. All right. If you don't know what Sharrat means, you better know what Sharrat means. It's a Hebrew word. It goes into an incision. All right. Yeah, but this is a particular concoction in which they prescribed to be safe and, as they said, effective. But we've seen, the various transmissions in which they originally said, oh, it's 99 something percent of, guarding. But, we've seen how that happened. But anyway, and then apparently the prophets warn you, but we are speaking misinformation. All right, whatever. So going on, it says, for you yourselves knows perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For as when they say peace and safety, then suddenly destruction cometh upon them as travaileth a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Right. Yeah, establishing peace and safety. Everything's all fine. We have the NWO up. We have the Sharrat. You can, of course, trust, in our technology, everything. Like I was watching that Anon. It's a movie, I believe, on Netflix called Anon, and they had pretty much like the future world. I believe they had like the detective. He could like. It might be different individuals, like in real time. They could just look at something. It's kind of like a video game. Like you look at someone and you can see their name, what their occupation is, and, different things about them and stuff like, their social credit system or credit score and things of that nature. But pretty much they trust in the eyes, which the eyes would be, like, I believe it's like an algo, the eyes is like an algo, and it's a machine, and it pretty much, it monitors everything. But people would have to have that Sharrat and such because, for it to be recorded, like I would assume like how Final Cut is, at the end of somebody's life in that movie. I think that was Robin Williams, and he can, you could see they had the Sharrat. The person could, I believe like an editor would edit the person's life that was recorded through their eyes. The funeral, they would show the best moments of it, but the editor has access, ability to see all moments of a person's life, thus eliminating privacy. And the elimination of privacy and having eyes on everything is of a God, all right, of the Most High. What Esau wants to be as the Most High. He said it's in the temple as the Most High, claiming he is the Most High, all right? Which I'm basically paraphrasing the precept in Ezekiel, might be the 28th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. If a brother want to pull that precept up, that'd be great, all right? But it says, but ye brethren are not in darkness, right? You're not in ignorance. All right. It says in the book of Corinthians, if I'm not mistaken, like 2 Corinthians 2:11, it might be, pardon me if I'm wrong, tell you that we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, Satan being Esau, Edom, the enemy and adversary of the nation of Israel. Okay. Which clearly, if a person want complete control and want to eliminate your choice, I say, for example, you can't have the affordability of electric vehicles, right? At this current time, for many different individuals, they can more power. You take a gas power in the car. Well, if you can't? They're going to punish you, okay? And so you're just not going to be able to use it, okay? And lock you off. All right, because with these vehicles, you have it, even though they integrated technology within them, but they want the ability to just be able to shut the whole thing off right there. Okay. No brother didn't put up the precept. So it says, we are not of the night nor of darkness, okay? No, we're not in obscurity or confusion and bewilderment. We actually know because the Lord gave us the secrets, okay? It says, therefore, let us not sleep as do others. Let the brother put it up. But let us watch and be sober, right? Be clear-minded, okay? Let us not sleep. I'm going to look back into that word for sleep because it's an important word, I believe I looked up a while ago, which basically to be indifferent to one's salvation. Going back to the Greek word, which is kathiodol, I believe, which is also means to be dead, like spiritually dead, you would think a bit. Because if you spiritually deed, you wandered out the way of understanding, you'll be spiritually deed, okay, which you'll be indifferent. You don't even care about your salvation, and that's how many are. All right, lacking the faith. Ezekiel, Yachazak Allah, Ezekiel chapter 28:9. That's how you say Ezekiel in the Hebrew. Yachazak Allah, besides my strength. Wilt thou say, Ezekiel chapter 28. Wait, hold up. No, that's not the precept I wanted. Hold up. Hold up. Let me see something. It's another precept. Hold up. Slack it. Let me see something. It's Ezekiel chapter 28. I think it's around 3. Ezekiel chapter 28. Actually around 2. It says, and then you could get it in Thessalonians as well. It says, the Son of Man, say unto the Prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because thine heart is lifted up. Esau be your Prince of Tyrus. Thus saith the Lord, I am the Most High. I sit in the seat of the Most High in the midst of the seas, people, right? Yet thou art a man and not power, though thine set thine heart as a power. Okay. Like I said, this place is a place of nothing but trade and merchandising and such. and they want a complete control on the trade and merchandising that's being done. Okay, they want complete control of the financial system, introducing central bank backed currencies, digital currencies, and ultimately having that charade within you so that they can track all your purchases. Okay. And know and authenticate that it's you that's making the purchase, because different people can still participate in this system, but they can say, for example, I can give somebody my debit card and give them the pin, or even not even give them the pin, and they can use the card, and make the purchase. But it could not be me. And I could report that it's a fraudulent purchase, and then they have to go and investigate and then reimburse me the money, apparently. Depends if you got a credit or debit card, debit credit supposed to be more fraud preventable, because ultimately it's all fake anyway, but I digress. But with the new system, like I said, you're it's gonna be tied to your biometrics. Okay, so like you see, Amazon Fresh, the different Whole Food stores. You go in there, use a QR code, link RFID technology, link with your account. You don't have to go into a actual checkout line. You just walk out the store, everything with the eyes of the technology that they have within the actual building, and knows exactly what you took and that you took it at the store, and it will deduct from your account, and they know it's your account and you did it. Okay, that's what they want. Okay. And they just they're gradually, slowly moving process by process to get us to that point. Okay. And that's what Davos is all about. The whole globalization and pushing towards the NWO. So anyway, going on, it says, and like I say, most people, like I said, they watch these videos for entertainment, thinking that, like I say, just because you know something, that, you cool and down with it. Nah, if you're not following the name of the Lord, you're just a hypocrite. You're not worshiping the Lord, and not, in sincerity and truth, you're just a hypocrite, and the Lord's going to destroy, you and your family. This is a warning to those, because you got people that watch my videos and such, not claiming to bills on the comment board and such right now, putting a strike at, but you have individuals, like I said, that they watch these for entertainment. They're spies and agents, and look at these videos, and then they, like I say, they think that just because they, know about different things like so-called woke culture, that they don't. You could be woke to the stuff and get destroyed still. We're children of the day because we had the light or the knowledge of the law, statutes, and commandments. All right, and of the Lord. You're just woke just because you want to know things. But you know things, but when it comes down to, all right, is it mingled with faith? No. And thus what is it good for? All right, I'm gonna have to move towards ending this lesson, by the way, because I gotta go to the Shaddai. So it says, so he set his heart as his mind to be as the Most High. Okay, it says, behold, thou risest in Daniel, there is no secret that they can hide from thee. With thy wisdom and with thine understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches, and hast gotten thee gold and silver into thy treasures, by thy great wisdom, and by thy traffic, the merchandising, all right, the trade. Okay, thou hast increased thy riches in thine heart, and your mind is lifted up because of thy riches. And he is set very, 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 very arrogant or lofty, because of all in which he's given, the fatness of the earth and such. All right. And many, they trusted in Egypt. Yeah, that's true. Isaiah 36:6. Lo, thou hast trusted in the broken staff of this broken reed on Egypt, wherein if a man lean, it will go through his hand and pierce it. So is the son is the Pharaoh, king of Egypt, which today that be Esau, Edom. So all that trust in him, and you trust in Esau, Edom, and his system, you will trust. You trust in idolatry, and you worship in another god. You're not worshiping the Most High. You worshiping the beast, the image of the beast in its image. The beast being NATO and the EU. All right, which you have individuals from all around the world at that Davos convention right now. They're discussing various aspects of life to control it. Okay. Heavy. So, you don't think they're talking about the Sharat? They got something about the, something with mental, like knowing about mental, like your thoughts and stuff, and tech, but ultimately, like I said, it's gonna be a Sharat. Better not take the Sharat. You said they already planning, for like I said, different responses towards different outbreaks of viruses and such like that. They think they can do better and go faster. So, like I said, as we know, the devil with great wrath, because he had but a short time, roughly paraphrasing that precept. Brother probably, if he can get it real quick, get it. But this place is crazy. So we gotta be as the children of the light. So as it goes on, I can say, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love. And faith is what is so if it's a breastplate, it protects you. Okay. And of love, keeping the commandments. And for in helmet, the hope of salvation. The helmet is the hope of salvation. So that hope for salvation is guarding your mind. Okay. That hope for salvation, because that's going to motivate you. That's going to give you that charisma, which the charisma is really the Holy Spirit, and the Lord put within us, driving us forward, Yatzazah in the Hebrew, going to go forward. Okay. Revelation chapter 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell therein. Woe, or destruction to the inhabitants of the earth and to the sea, for the devil, which is Esau, Edom, which the devil means the accuser. All right. Is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he has but a short time. And like I say, you're going to put all of you in a bubble that are against the system, categorizing all of us and such, right? Categorizing those that follow and in, of course, obedience to the system, and those who are not. Okay, and those who are not will be penalized fatally in certain cases. Why people gonna get there? Why did John see those that are gonna get beheaded for the testimony of how about Shem Shai? They had to stood stiff. That's what they hopefully let those sincere brothers, believers. They believe in that. They believe in this truth. All right, but they have a hedge, right? The helmet, all right? The helmet, the hope of the salvation. All right, the brother put this. This is a hope of salvation, which is a helmet. This is Revelation chapter 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which goes into preserving you. Okay, the Lord's going to guard and preserve you. All right. From the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try or test, put pressure, okay, but to do the enticement of sin on them that dwell upon the earth, okay, because it's going to be very, very persuading, seducing for you to take, that MOTB, that Sharat, okay, which is the C hip as we go into. All right, just spell it out. And hey, we ain't gonna be able to get to even say that no more. So it says, for the Most High not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, who died for us, whether we wake or sleep. We should live together with him. Yeah, whether we live or we die. If we in this knowledge, Yahweh Shem Shai got us. Simple as that. If we elect, the Lord got us. All right. So, shalom to the elect. All praise to Yahweh Shem Shai. Again, but the purpose public service announcement, I'm not going to be uploading to this page, really. It's all due to spirit. I'm going to be on GMS Truth 1. And that's just due to spirit. So, hey, if you're a subscriber, a Great Millstone Daily Bread 411, you ought to subscribe to GMS Truth 1, because that's what I'm going to be on. So, shalom to the elect. All praises to you. Yahweh Shem Yashai Shem. That's the blind to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace out, Jason, to the elect.